Hello everybody, welcome back to this series of videos on my EPIC here. While it's doing its firmware update, I'm just going to show you the bobbin area. Oops, sorry, my finger's getting in the way. As you can see, we've got a lot more detail here on the stitch plate, but the very big difference, and the reason why I thought that this bobbin cover was different because I could see what was written on it. Now, on our previous machine, we just had lines. We didn't have a 1/4 and 5/8 shown, as you see here. But if I take it off, you can see that the bobbin holder is light coloured. It's an off-white, and so that makes seeing it a lot. Seeing the grids makes it a lot easier. So it's the same mechanism to undo it, and I'm going to put one of my Cole's pre-wound embroidery bobbin thread. I use these all the time. I hardly ever wind my bobbins anymore. Cole's, who are my dealers, they provide big boxes of these, and they are great. So obviously if I'm doing ordinary sewing, then that's when I do my bobbin winding. If we go around the side here, you can see that thing hanging down a bit like a fang, and that is the new ID. It's the new dual feed. Oh, I can't remember the proper technical name for it, but we'll look at that later on. Now, does it feel as if, I think, yes, it does feel as if I've got a bigger area between the stitch plate. Now, I have large hands, so I'm all for a nice big area here to get my hands in to do cleaning and threading the bobbin and everything, the needle. So I think it is. I'm going to check on my other machine to see what the difference is. We're here. We have slightly different positioning of the buttons. On the EPIC one, we had buttons running down here. They've all been taken here on the main bit. We have this wonderful button here, and that is the laser positioning, which I'm very excited about, because I confess I am not very good at stitching straight lines, and I've seen its capability, as well as showing you as well as having it positioned where you're going to stitch. You can also position it for seam allowances and everything. So I'm really looking forward to testing that out. So those are the buttons there. There are no buttons at the side here. And we've got this lovely base, the same as the EPIC one. We've got this little button area here, but it's just in this lovely sparkly rose gold tint. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we see a connection for the embroidery unit, and the other bit is down there, so I should be putting that on later on. This is the little bag of goodies, bobbins and spool holders, and a collection, and then the very important sensor Q foot, which will be soon, which I shall be putting on here very soon. Impressions, I'm just so excited. I just think it's such a lovely looking machine. Don't get me wrong, I really do love my EPIC over there, but it's just too blue for me. I mean, I do like blue, don't get me wrong, but not royal blue, not that bright blue. So we've still got this update going through, and I think you will agree with me. It all looks very, very, very smart and exciting. One of the real headaches of the previous machine was adding the letters. I mean, obviously you've got to put your username and your password in to sign into my SewNet. I noticed that it's so much more responsive when I click all the buttons. And when you get to when you're putting your email address, I'm using my Gmail account, which is Graceful Hazel. Trying to hold a camera and add numbers in with my left hand is not the easiest thing, but I just wanted to show you where the at is. So you've got to click that 00, or I think it's an umlaut. It's so exciting. Can't wait to actually stitch out my first design. But like anything, you've got to be careful and take it slowly. Now, my previous epic, I had a screen protector. I've used them since I scratched a machine a long time ago. It's very easy to keep your scissors over here, and you go to there and you cut something and you bring it over here, and you've only got to drag the scissors across there, and that's what I did. So I'm a great one for screen protectors. Now, I looked online and I found a company called Protodon or something, but their stuff was only available in the USA, and it was quite expensive to have it shipped. I mean, I couldn't believe all the choices for your screen protector. There were at least 10 different choices, I think, of the particular type that you wanted, anti-glare and really tough. But in the end, I actually just bought one for the iPad Pro, and I shall cut that down to size because it worked out much cheaper. It was a lot of money, and I'm not so much, I mean, I spent a lot of money on the Epic anyway, so I don't like to cut back, but I would like to get that protector on it as soon as possible. And there on the website said it could be up to a month. So that was my reason for not buying a particular screensaver for the Epic. I mean, it's great that they're available, but I've trimmed them before, and I think that would be just as good, and it would cost me a fifth of the price. So that was what and that's actually come today. It came overnight from Amazon. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and that you'll watch the next one, which will be out very soon.